Good evening, everybody. I'm coming on to share with you the card I'm going to make for this week's Corona Challenge card produced by Kate Fletcher, and I'll link her channel in the description box below. She is holding a challenge every week whereby she's inviting us to make a card according to a particular pattern, or sometimes it's to make embellishments, and this week is to make a panel card. So I have actually prepared everything ready so that this video won't be too long. So I'll just move this and we'll get started. So here are my pieces. So what you do is you get a square card and you have it so that it's a 10-fold card, and you cut off about 2 inches here, and then you cut off 2 inches for the bottom, so like this, and then the blank, there's a blank bit in the middle which will be filled, as we will see in a minute. This isn't staying down properly. So so what I've done is I've already cut out the mats and layers for these two parts, so here and here. So I'll get these stuck down with this tape is too wide. Let's see if I've got anything thinner. Sorry about that, I thought I was all prepared. I wasn't. Okay, so I'll do the one that's attached to the card first. Now I've made my bits the same size, this bit and the bottom bit, but you can make them any size you want, really. It's up to you how you want to do your card. So this is just my take on what Kate has done. So I've allowed 1/4 of an inch all the way around this mat and layer. So just put those down, and I'll do this one. How is everybody today? I'm sure you've heard the wonderful news, and if you haven't, I'm telling you now, that Caroline of Cadge Crafts, who's been very, very poorly, well, she still is very, very poorly, but she is now able to communicate, and she phoned a friend of hers yesterday and spoke to her, and she's very weak and she's very, very tired, but she is on the mend. So we just need to keep praying now that that continues and that she doesn't have a relapse. And in fact, I messaged her today as well, and she answered me, and I was so pleased. She's only had her phone with her since yesterday. So any messages that we've sent her, she'll now be able to look at. And her family have put up another YouTube video just saying that she's getting better, and that that they're making sure that she gets all the cards that we send her. So still lots of time before she gets back to YouTube, I'm afraid. They did say that she'd probably be in hospital another few weeks. She is very weak, and obviously with the MS that will have made her a bit weaker as well. But as we all know, she's a fighter, and as such, I'm pretty sure she will pull through this. So that's the good news for this week. It's very, very heartening. to know that that she could be on the mend. And I think, you know, we must be very grateful that God is listening to our prayers, and that you know, that she'll be with us for a bit longer, inspiring us and encouraging us all. And I think by the response that I've seen, she has touched many of our hearts, and I think, you know, we all owe quite a lot to her. So amazing, really, what one person can do. So anyway, back to this. I'm sticking down the last mat now for this card, for this part of the card rather. Okay, so there are the two mats there, and then what you do is you put a topper here, and it's up to you what size of topper you put. So I've decided to make my own topper, and I wanted to use this image, this bee image from JMC Crafts. This was actually a freebie that she had on her YouTube channel for a while, and I thought he's so cute. So I want to put him. I think I want to put him on this side. So I'm just going to go ahead and layer this piece of paper up. Obviously, I haven't got much of that narrow tape left, and I might need it in a minute. So I've actually used the paper from a collection called Be Happy. So so this paper is full of bees, and this one is kind of like a honeycomb design. And I've used a stamp from that same collection as well. For those of you who don't know, the symbol of Manchester is a bee. So as I live in Manchester, you know, I feel quite close to bees, really. And I think they're very cute. So, right, I'm just going to layer this one on here. So, and then I'm going to put him on foam. Oh, I don't know my foam. I'll just get some foam pads. Okay, so we've been blessed by lovely weather again today after a chilly weekend, so it does make a difference. Everybody feels so much happier, don't they, when the sun is shining. So okay, so I'll just take these off here. And stick him here in the middle. And then, so the idea is now that we place this is the tricky bit, we place this, so this bit has to be absolutely level with the bottom, obviously, and this bit has to be, I think I'm going to level it, line it up with the gold on this side, so that will leave a space here, which is perfect. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to layer it up there. So I think let's put a narrow strip on the back of here, top and bottom. And I'll just layer the top bit first. So let's eyeball it. It's the same. And then take this bit off. And put this bit down so that it's level. You can see I've tried a new filming position, and yeah, there we are. So that is the card, and then the idea is that you put a sentiment here. But what I want to do is I want to put a piece of paper here, because I just think it would look better. And then I'm going to, I've already printed out my sentiment, which says, don't worry, be happy. And I want to layer it up on, so that it matches this. I want to lay it up on here. So I'll just stick this piece down. Oops. Sorry, I've gone quiet, but when I'm concentrating, it's a bit difficult. There we are. Crafty Mama Papercraft does the same thing with her double-sided sellotape by pulling it back and having two bits where you can position your paper where you want it before you actually let it go totally. And it's a great help actually, so to get things straight. So that's that. I'll just cut this bit off. So Kate usually posts her challenges either on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, so it's quite likely that she'll be posting tomorrow. So if you want to join in, there's no prize for this challenge. It's just a bit of fun, although she is doing what she calls spot prizes, whereby she's choosing somebody who contributes in this way, and sends them some happy mail, not necessarily craft related. So but that's not the reason for me doing this. I'm just doing it because I just love to try new techniques and things. So just going to put a trim around here, and then let's see, put this on here. I might put this bit on foam pads actually, to raise it up a bit. Okay. So that's that. Now I've just chosen to use double-sided sellotape for putting down my things, but of course you can use wet glue if you wish. So I'm hoping that will fit in there. Well, I didn't really check these measurements, but I think it'll be all right. not brilliant, but this is my first attempt, and also I wanted to film it today and share it with you. So that's it. So there we are. So I'm just going to put this down here, line it up with the edge of the card. There we are. So there's my card for today. Don't worry, be happy, and I think it's quite sweet. So actually there are quite a lot of firsts here. This is my first time using a digi-stamp, my first time making a panel card, so quite a few firsts, and I've enjoyed it. So there we are. So I just want to share with you another card that I've made, which is this one. This is for a challenge that I'm doing on someone's Facebook group, which is to make a blue and white card. And these flowers I actually cut out of wallpaper. So I've got a specimen of the wallpaper here. Let me see. So I just fussy cut out the flowers. I think I've got some somewhere. I don't know where it's gone. Yeah, here we are. So this is the actual wallpaper. So I am thinking of perhaps cutting out a few more and doing all the way round, but I'd like your comments really as to whether you think this is enough or whether I should carry on and do the rest. And so I've printed the sentiment in blue ink, navy blue ink, and it says especially for you. I've used some blue and white backing paper, some blue paper which matched the blue in the flowers, and then this mat which has got a fancy edge which I had in my stash. So that's all for now. Those are the two cards that I've been making recently. Thank you all for watching, and I'll be back shortly. Bye for now.